We used to torture light-skinned niggas like that. You know it. We used to torture niggas that wanted to be down and act black, make them crash dummies. You might be thinking I'm playing. We used to do light-skinned niggas like you, dirty boy. Call it color, real, call it whatever the fuck you want, nigga. We might have been a little jealous, but nigga, you got done dirty, nigga. Fuck you talking about. And every dark-skinned nigga know what I'm talking about. You niggas light-skinned motherfuckers always want to be down. Not all of you, some of you motherfuckers. Always want to be down, always got to be proving something. Punk motherfucker, you wasn't black enough and you wasn't white enough. You stuck in the middle. Nino! I never liked you anyway, pretty motherfucker. Listen, you have to be really equipped as an attractive guy. You cannot be friendly. You have to really be about that. The moment you step out in public, guys, you are risking your life. I'm being honest with you. You are risking your life. I promise you guys, there are enemies. There are guys who are less attractive that are ready to kill you and try to take your girl, bro. I'm being so serious with you right now.
And some niggas and motherfuckers just walk up to him and say, I'll beat your whole ass, nigga.
Oh, God.
And that take away from his sexiness once he get punked in front of a bitch. That's what ugly niggas do. They walk up to motherfucking handsome men and be like, you with this whole ass nigga? So it ain't the same. A handsome man can lose his validity in front of a woman by getting punked. Dog, if you a pretty nigga, you in danger. You have to have the homies with you. If a man is in the room taking all the action, the other guys will walk up to him and be like, man, you hogging all the action, man.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Move around, nigga. Move around, nigga. Move around.
They might,
That's what
or
I'm
they'll
saying. Y'all was good with it. Hugo.
Shout out to the brother Underdog. Shout out to this brother too. He's a Hugo boss. Shout out to him too. They're basically talking about how he's talking about how light-skinned men are targeted basically by black dudes in the hood, basically. Which is only just a black community thing. You know, I mean, it's all over the world, really. People hate on attractive people. It's just what it is. You know, they bring people's insecurities out and etc. But, you don't fight over a woman unless she's your woman. You got kids with her, she's loyal to you, and she listens to you. That's different. You know, you die for your woman if that's the case. But just a random broad you just met, all these females are replaceable as long as you have, you know, you take care of yourself and you have a great personality. You have charisma. You have a fun personality. You have a goofy personality. You're fun to be around. And you have social skills. Know how to speak to people. Know how to smile. And come off as non-threatening to women. You can pretty much replace all these females. And you got your money in order and stuff like that. But let's get into this stuff.
And now you probably already know the topic of the discussion. Are handsome men targeted by ugly dudes? To me, there's a couple mitigating factors, because I'm really like, the nigga's not wrong. Both the gentlemen, shout out to Underdog, that's the page I had got this from. I'll probably tag it in the description. You want to check out his content of the full video. The beauty of the woman is one, the beauty of the biddy. And then the other one is skin complexion. I don't mean to bring that up, but when I think about it in my head and I play out scenarios, a nigga just ain't walking up on no nigga walking with an ugly bitch. Like, nigga, the fuck you doing with her? I told you, even me, I consider myself rakishly handsome for one. I'm not a pretty boy in no regard. But even my homies felt that I didn't deserve a pretty bitch. I've had ugly women in my life, or women who others wouldn't deem as attractive. I never got no pushback. The only other time I've had pushback like this, and niggas didn't use them words for me, because I ain't gonna lie, it'd be go time. Nigga walk up on me, get talking crazy like that.
Me too.
I was on some out-of-town shit. And you know how hoes is with niggas that come from out of town. They be wanting to give that shit up easy. I don't know if it's because they just be liking to try something new. Really, it was in like not a small hick town, but it was in a smaller state. There was niggas around, but I guess they just wasn't used to shit. You gotta think, these the same bitches that these niggas be texting day in and day out. You pop in on the first night and these bitches going for you like that. You come from a bigger city, metropolitan or some shit like that. Them hoes get to saying shit like, ooh, you from the city? They don't like that shit, because that makes me a small town nigga. I have a light skin homie, and he has no problem getting the women. I ain't gonna lie though, me and him do our tag team, because nowadays, you know, these bitches, they like them and any and everything. Ooh, we have a dark skin one and a light.
That's because a lot of them are fucking desperate, especially women of color.
Skin one. But some of these bitches be shallow. Depending on how shallow the bitch is, they might go straight light skin. And it depends on the skin tone of the women too. Some light skin bitches or bitches light up complexion, they don't like niggas as pretty as them. They're like, man, give me the dark skinned nigga with the dreads. There's a lot of dark bitches. They'll be like, give us that light skinned boy. We used to dark shit. Shit, we black than a bitch. Trying to try out something new. We have a different taste right now. I don't think per se men just have a problem with other men being handsome. If there's a function and they feel like you hogging all the bitches, there might be some sorry fat ass deprived nigga gonna come up to you, or just some ugly rough and tough.
And I've experienced this before as a light skinned dude. It's not often. I experienced the light skinned jokes, a little passive aggressive stuff, but doing certain environments, like if I'm playing basketball or something, or women are around, especially like if I'm at work, they'll crack jokes and stuff to try to impress or try to get them not to like me. I've experienced it. I remember watching a video a couple years ago with Drake. I know I'm always bringing up Drake, but I remember Drake was battling Pusha T, and Jamie Foxx had a listen party to the diss records. And Don Benjamin, he's a light-skinned dude. He's a supermodel. He went to that function, and it was mostly dark-skinned people, men, and there at that function. And they was asking Don Benjamin what he thought about who he had up, who's winning the battle right now. I think he said Push. And this dark-skinned guy just walked up to him and was like, don't ever listen to no punk-ass light-skinned nigga. So he said something like that. And Don Benjamin just looked at him like he was crazy. And he just walked off. The dark-skinned dude just walked off. I had a hiccup. Damn. And yeah, I mean, it happens. It's mostly in the black community. It's just what it is.
Nigga, it's always about the nigga being hideous. But another mitigating factor, you ain't supposed to be around no bunch of niggas, no way. When you walk into the room, you're supposed to be assessing certain threats. You're supposed to be like, oh yeah, he look like he the sorry one. We gotta watch out for dude. He look like he ain't got shit to live for. That's the nigga we might have to delete or fight for our life. When it boils down to it, when it come down to it, shit get real that quick, that fast. Anytime as a man, you catch yourself trying to cuff some shit in a group setting, you need to watch out. You tell your bitch, hey babe, let's go for a night in the town. You might be going to the heart of town, like downtown, south side, north side. There might be certain bars. Nick.
Another thing, also off topic, whenever you see a pretty woman with an ugly man, it's something that he's offering her. All right, or maybe she has a controlled insecurity. Most pretty women have insecurity issues too, as a side, or low self-esteem, I should say. But that's just a side note for the stuff.
Just always live in the outskirts of the city. That's where a lot of niggas at. I ain't gonna lie. Call me lame, call me a cornball. I am what you say I am. Like Eminem say. I don't be going to congregate around no niggas that I don't know. It's just like niggas who shoot dice. You shouldn't be around this bitch shooting dice with strangers. If you take their money, they might try to kill you. I'm not on no Charleston White type shit. I love my people, but facts have to be the facts. People who come from these environments that black people come from, at times they can be unpredictable. But just like I told you about that one white boy that was my homie, his ass was too lonely and deprived for me. He was unpredictable. He did weird shit. I brought him around the bitches. Me and him, you know how you Jones and joke with your homie, y'all get the bacon and frying each other. When me and him be kicking it, like say he in the car with me right now, we just kicking, he be on his chillest vibe. He don't got no game for real. He'd get nervous around the hoes. So when we get around the hoes, he think the best way to get in good with them, now I got a big nose all of a sudden. Now he's just a
I hate dudes like that. Like, bro, just be yourself. Like, you ain't gotta start fronting and trying to just be who you are around people. Like, it's just what it is.
Funniest nigga in the world, but he wants me to Jones and joke back. But slime,
they be doing that at work and shit when women. It's like, dude, just come on. Don't nobody feel like doing
that. I'm chill, gang. I ain't gonna lie. This ain't like when we was in 5th and 6th grade where we make fun of each other and we can, yo, you want to race? Now the bitch see me dust you and hopefully I get a kiss. No, bro. We around this bitch trying to finesse a bitch, goddamn it, out of dick suck. Men who jump straight to threats of violence or trying to emasculate you to get the women, you need to stay far away from any nigga like that. And
that's game for you light-skinned brothers. If a man is trying to emasculate you in order to oppress a woman, get it far away from them. That's a dick hungry dude. He probably ain't. He's probably just dick hungry. All right, and then on top of that, even with women like that, if you're around a woman who's trying to emasculate you to impress other people, like get away from them people. Like you shouldn't be around them people. You got to be, vigilant of that.
Always gonna be men like that in certain environments. Now check it out. That's why he said you got to be around a gang of niggas, and I get it. I got a group of homies that's fair tone, and they always fair tone is like, You not light skinned, but you not dark skinned. You damn not even brown. You damn near like a mix in between. Someone call it caramel. I'm not finna be around this bitch calling men caramel. I call them fair tone. But it might be a fair tone nigga, a light skinned nigga then that red, and they all pop out with each other. You might make notice of that. Me, I like popping out. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas with dreads, dark skinned niggas might have a beard thing going on, whether or not you have a beard. But if you tall with dreads, me and you, we might be able to tag team some shit tonight. We catch us a group of hoes that like our profile. We might even have us a good old night in the town. It just don't end with the women when it comes to the skin tone thing. Men give light skinned niggas a hard time. Men give other pretty men a hard time. If you just a good looking nigga, don't have to be no bitches around. You can go to prison. You just being pretty. A nigga get on your ass. And this doesn't necessarily always have to do with the skin. There's a couple brown, pretty niggas. There's just certain niggas that just...
This is just dark-skinned nigga logic. I agree with what he's saying. But this is just really in the black community. But I mean, the dark-skinned black community in America. Alright, but he's right about that stuff. A lot of it.
Got a profile of a bitch. I ain't gonna lie, like I've been told before. I remember I went to go get a pie. I was hungry. God damn it. When I go out when I step out the car, I was waiting for it to get ready in the car. I step out the car. I'm in a section of my city called Uptown. This group of bitches walk past drunk, and I don't know what it is. I swear, I just get out. Oh, girl, he look like he could fight. Now, shorty, what the fuck?
In other words, she's saying you ugly, or you like you've been through some stuff.
About me make you think I can fight. Not saying I can't, but I'm saying it's like I'm just stepping from my car to go inside of the pie shop. I heard in the rap line before a nigga say, man, these niggas ain't tough, they just look hard. I ain't gonna lie, I've heard shit like that. Like, gang, the way you look like in person, I ain't gonna lie, I be looking mean in person and shit, cause I'll be ready for any and everything. I'll just be ready for a motherfucker to play with me. Not that I'm the toughest, most nigga in the world, but it's like I come from these environments.
And another thing for you light-skinned brothers, if you're around because women do that to handsome men too. They try to test you and try to, get you to beat everybody up. If a woman really likes you, she's not going to put you in a predicament like that. All right. Like I said, none of these females are worth doing all that for. He even tells us in the scriptures not to fight over women. Fighting is for fools. You only fight if you have to. All right. Also tells us not to give our strength unto women.
I know what to expect, especially when I'm in the heart of town, especially when I be in the city. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I've even heard it. So on the flip side, I'm like, damn, if this is how people treat me, and I know I'm more on the rough and tumble side, imagine you a pretty nigga. They probably think you sweet. They'll be quicker to try it with you. There's certain shit I've heard about niggas trying. I'm like, damn, nigga ain't never tried that shit with me. So are handsome guys targeted by ugly men? It depends on the circumstance and what's really going on. But you should ask yourself this: why am I around these niggas? And you must have not assessed the room enough. You might not be getting the vibes. Like, if you some light-skinned nigga or you some pretty nigga, know what's going on around you. There are some men can't help themselves but to go over there and try to treat you. The last thing I'm gonna say before I bounce out. I was watching this YouTube clip of this woman, and she had a light-skinned half-brother, and she used to always think his ass was kind of weird because she felt like he was a victim of his light-skinnedness, and he used to always say that he goes through stuff. But they went to go to the grocery store one day, and as they were walking through the aisle, there was some black people with some black men, and they thought that they went together. Like, oh, they didn't know that they were brother and sister. And they said that they were giving some real standoffish vibes to the light-skinned man, like, because mind you, the girl was beautiful. And it's like, damn. She was like, did you feel that too? He said, I told you. I told you. For one, they don't know we brother and sister. They think we go together. But the fact that the light-skinned niggas is taking the pretty brown bitches, and they think that they don't stand a chance.
Yes, as a light-skinned guy, especially if you're good-looking, you're going to experience people who are just naturally threatened by you. We are very attractive people physically, especially when we're good-looking. You're going to trigger a lot of people, their insecurities and all type of stuff. So it's not anything personal. It's really just Bible prophecy, believe it or not. But it is what it is,
Because the brown women gotta have. The light-skinned niggas is taking the pretty brown bitches, and they think that they don't stand a chance because the brown women gotta have the pretty boy, and they might not be good enough. They're damn to jump you in the parking lot. That's why I had to bring skin tone in it, and I had to bring the beauty of the women. If he was walking with Resprucia, niggas, what's good, black man? What's up, king? They might be giving them type of accolades to each other. But these are just my views and opinions, man. Leave y'all thoughts in the...
All right, bro. That's all I want. I just want y'all to see that. Just be diligent. Like, be aware of your surroundings, especially in these last days. You got to use discernment and all type of stuff. So, It is what it is. I agree with what he's saying about targeting handsome men. You know, shout out to the brother Underdog because he's really talking about the story of light skinned men, really. like, let's be real. But I'll see you on the next one.